Yo, what up, baby? DJ Sus won the feature presentation where movies and music meet. Another episode. What episode is this? 6? Episode 6. It's crazy. We just started a few weeks ago. We're keeping some consistency. And I got my guys here who share the same love for movies and TV shows as I do. Quasi Quaz, once again, back. Finale back for another episode. And my guy, Pretty Lou. What's up, fellas?
It's good. It's good.
All right, let's get right into it. The new Justice League fucking trailer. The new HBO Max, Zack Snyder Justice League movie. Fucking incredible trailer. Now, I don't even want us to talk about it. I want Quasi to talk first. Let's talk one by one. All right, Quasi, please, because I know you're one of the DC heads. That's how we became great friends. Our love for Superman and a lot of these DC movies and Marvel movies. Speak on the new trailer that was released yesterday.
For sure. But not to put him on blast. I know my man Joey's not here today, but he said he's more of a Batman head, just so you know. And I was like, even when he said it, I was like, what? But anyway, my guy Joey.
I don't think he's more of a Batman head than Lou, but we'll let them argue when Joey's back on the.
You're right, exactly. Yo, but to sum it up, the trailer was like bananas because it shows you more of the scenes that we were hoping to see, like Superman in the black suit a little bit. You had Darkseid in there. You had an expansion on the fight with Steppenwolf and the Amazon, so you know it's going to be more brutal. This is going to be obviously the 4-hour cut that we were supposed to see way back in 2017. We're finally going to get the whole thing now. Zack Snyder's about to kill it, bro. I mean, this thing looks phenomenal. If it's half as good as what the trailers look like, there's no way this shit won't be ridiculous.
I'm so glad we're getting to see this version because they Richard Lestered him. You know what I'm saying? They definitely Richard Lestered Zack Snyder, and it's looking absolutely incredible. Even the way he made homie's Joker look better than they did.
Oh my God, the Joker scene that's right at the end was crazy. If y'all haven't seen that, you need to just watch that shit.
Not Heath Ledger crazy, but way better than that shit in Suicide Squad. Lou, did you see the trailer?
Yes, I did. Phenomenal.
Go ahead.
Phenomenal. I didn't even wish my wife a happy Valentine's Day. I told her, shh.
Shut up, the Justice League trailer's on.
She came up to me, tried to give me that big Valentine hug, and I said, shush. I'm watching the trailer.
You do know she's going to see this episode in.
Yes, and I will be in the couch, but it was worth it. It actually looks like a different movie. It definitely looks different.
Sorry to interrupt, so different. Like it's so different.
Well, they rumored that Zack, the 2017 one, they only used like 20 minutes of his original footage, which is crazy to me. So that means Whedon reshot a bunch of stuff. So we're getting the cut we should have got.
I wonder if Zack Snyder. I wonder if he's going to use the 20 minutes of footage that he did, that they used. If he's going
to, they did say that he's not using any of the Whedon stuff. Thank God. So it's maybe the 20 minutes. Yeah, there's going to be some of the 20 minutes that he did, but it's no Whedon stuff. Nothing that.
So you're going to get a Superman with a mustache?
Well, no, but everything that was filmed with Snyder stuff was before he had to do.
I know.
No mustache at all. Yeah.
How do you feel, Sus? I know you're the major DC fan. Do you like that it's rated?
DC fan,
do you like that it's rated R?
Hell yes. Now I know that's not typical Superman, Batman flicks rated R, but yes, I'm happy to see that it's a rated R rating. I'm curious to see why it's a rated R rating. But
violence, you can tell the violence because even when they showed part in the trailer where Steppenwolf is, and they had said that rumor like when Steppenwolf really went in on the Amazons,
he's decapitating
he's
heads,
decapitating all of them, doing all that shit. So it's
the Wonder Woman scene. Remember the Wonder Woman scene in the beginning when she saved all the people? There's another bomb that goes off and they die.
Yeah, they changed that whole scene.
It's dark.
Initially, she was supposed to not be able to get rid of the bomb. The bomb actually went off, but she was able to save some people.
Well, like I said before in the last episode, what people don't understand is that DC is a darker version of comic books. And what I heard there was an interview, it was on, actually, I think it was on PBS or something, when they were interviewing Zack on bringing back Justice League. He said it. He was going back to the core of being dark.
People were so angry that Man of Steel was dark. Remember that? They were like, why is Superman so dark?
Do you remember Watchmen?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
The
DC.
Watchmen movie. Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
DC. What does DC stand for?
I actually don't know. What is it?
Originally Dynamic Comics, right?
And remember Dark Comics?
That was DC.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being Dark Comics.
Well, it was like
back.
Dynamic Comics, Dark Comics, and
You
then
got to
they also
go
had
back.
Detective
Yeah.
Comics.
I know DC is a darker place.
Right. DC had a couple of names, but one of them was Dark Comics, and then also DC was also really original was called Detective Comics as well.
Yeah. Detective Comics was part of it.
I remember that. I remember Detective Comics.
Come on, think about Batman. What is he about? Darkness.
Right.
Well, Zack Snyder's original arc, he wanted this to be like the trilogy, and that's why he had the nightmare scene in Batman v Superman, and that continues also. If you remember, they took that whole thing out in 2017, and it didn't make any sense. It was like
it didn't make any sense.
The whole thing, I had a dream.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Yo,
Speaking
of dark, we get to see Superman finally in the black
suit.
The black suit. You know what I'm saying? Finale.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say about this trailer specifically?
Oh man, I'm just glad we get to see Darkseid.
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally get to see Darkseid. Like we get to see DC's Thanos.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just glad I hope it's going to be good and it's not just going to be dramatic.
All right, well, let me say something. The trailer itself is better than that trash ass Justice League movie that was out. Right? So I think anything, I'm not saying, hopefully it lives up to our expectations, but it's definitely going to be better than the trash that they put out a couple of years ago.
The trailer was better.
I don't even care what it is. I don't even care if it's a Soul Plane movie. It's better than that trash Justice League movie that they put out.
I think now all the puzzles that we were confused with all the movies of DC is going to be fit.
Yeah.
And now we're going to get the answers to a lot of shit that we couldn't.
A lot more is going to make
understand.
sense.
Yeah.
Like
because nobody had an original story.
Yeah, like the nightmare scene. You know what I'm saying? Also the Flashpoint scene they were talking about.
Yep.
I was also reading an article yesterday, as a matter of fact, I kind of caught it on Facebook, that they're also remastering and going to show bits of it after the Justice League of Batman versus Superman.
Do you think that they're gonna introduce the other universes? Because Flashpoint, like, do you think that you're gonna get
right? Because now they show
Tim Burton Batman.
Quasi, correct me if I'm wrong. They show clips of Green Lantern.
Yeah. I was gonna say Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter is
and Martian Manhunter
as well.
Oh, do you think that the general is Martian Manhunter?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he is.
That's one thing about Zach.
They've already
he likes to change things a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, look, no, I have a serious question. Serious question. All right. Do you remember in the original, quacky Justice League movie we got?
Yeah, the 2017.
No, I'm sorry. Finale. No. Trash.
Okay.
Okay.
Here at the future presentation, I am not scared to tell people,
Right.
I don't care. We are rotten tomatoes. All right. If your shit except Rotten Tomatoes is be off with the
weed in Justice League.
We're honest. We're gonna be honest here, bro. Like that movie was trash. Okay.
Okay. So now, remember when, Batman and I always forget his name, man. His butler.
Alfred.
Yeah, we're talking, and Alfred said, long way from exploding penguins.
Yeah.
He made a reference to the Michael Keaton Batman as if it's the same Batman.
Well, they remember when they started filming, they had plans to also do Flashpoint. So I think a lot of little tidbits are going to be in there.
That's what I was wondering.
No, I think, to your
There's
point.
There's a lot of tidbits that's going to happen during this new Justice League that's leading in, because now the focus for DC is that movie Flashpoint. Because Flashpoint is going to just have almost everybody in it.
I asked this in other episodes. I'm going to ask y'all again in this episode. Do you think that this Zack Snyder Justice League movie, if done correctly, and the Flashpoint movie, if done correctly, can save this damn universe and pretend that trash Justice League movie ever was created a couple of years ago, and the I don't want to say trash Batman v Superman, but the rushed Batman v Superman and rushed that whole thing Do you think they could save the universe?
I think so. I think it's a save it because if they did it for Wolverine, why they can't do it for this?
They didn't do it for Wolverine. It was better than the other ones, but it didn't really salvage it.
It'll put them back on the path, bro. It really is. It's about the streaming.
Because look what they did to Wonder Woman. Like for some reason, everybody shitted on that.
Yeah.
Like they fell off.
But, well, the last Wonder Woman was trash. So
yeah, I mean, like so now they got a lot of pieces to pick up.
Yeah. But this could put them back on the path.
DC will ever die. Like DC is too powerful. I just think they're not gonna fall off. It will help them. Because DC is just
they're still gonna make their money, bro. Because they got that the new Batman coming out.
Right, that's what I was about to say. Right. And Quasi, correct me if I'm wrong here. See, people tend to forget. Right now, we're just talking about the trash comic books movies that they're making, but DC is winning with the Joker movie. You know what I'm saying?
TV series,
separate stuff.
Because those are the
cartoons,
that's the real darker version of DC.
Let me say something. What I meant, DC could never fall off, right? It's fucking DC. But I just meant this universe that they created with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, the universe needs
this
to get
particular universe. Can this?
No. It always has a spot because there's always fans for it.
Right.
You're gonna go support it. Sus Lou, you're always gonna support DC.
I'm always gonna support, but some people obviously won't. So I didn't know if they had the reboot because now Quasi sent me something in the text the other day that J.J. Abrams is going to be rebooting Superman.
He's trying to do a reboot. So they're honestly, bro, it's really going to depend on. They're already saying this is going to exist in its own lane, but if it does really well, it could have the potential to have them kind of soft, like relaunch like the universe. Because Wonder Woman, they're already confirmed they're making a part 3. There's going to be another Aquaman, so the characters are there. Henry Cavill, though, it's still on the fence whether they're going to sign him or not. So there's a lot of fucking moving pieces, floating pieces. And
do you think Lois Lane is gonna die, and we're gonna get that enraged Superman?
Oh, that's good because of the nightmare. You know what?
I think that is gonna come in Flashpoint.
Yeah, that may not be in this one. That's a good question. I don't know. I want to see it. I'm down to see it.
Because in the comics, that's what really happens, but in a different universe.
Yeah. And the reason I'm saying can this universe be saved, even if it's amazing, because we know that a lot of us are comic book heads. Some of y'all more than me. So we know these stories of what he said about Lois and Flashpoint, but the general public doesn't know. So even if this movie is amazing, the general public won't have enough time to fall in love with each individual character the same way they did with Aquaman and Wonder Woman. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that with everybody. I don't know if it's going to feel like a rushed movie the same way Batman v Superman was. Again,
nah, I don't think so. Especially this one's gonna have the time to breathe because it's 4 hours, bro. So it's like from beginning to end, you're really gonna have a lot of story arcs that are gonna feel like it's a complete story. Plus, it's gonna wrap up what Snyder already started in Batman v Superman. So a lot more stuff can make sense, I think, once you finish this.
Yeah, we already have a story arc for Clark and Lane. Yeah, you got it in Men of Steel and you got it in BVS.
Yo, if this Justice League movie is good, I want the old Justice League movie to go where Sinbad's Shazam movie went. That doesn't exist anymore because of the Mandela effect. All right, wherever that movie went because of the Mandela effect. If this Zack Snyder Justice League is good, that trash Justice League needs to go where that Shazam Sinbad movie went.
The same place the Karate Kid 4 went.
Hey, Batman fans.
Back again.
Batman fans, when are we gonna get Deathstroke though?
He's in there.
Let's leave this to Lou. Lou's this ultimate Batman fan.
Yeah, I think he's in there. I just don't think they're gonna show everything on that.
They already teased him in the
and plus Zach already put up on his tweet that Deathstroke was in the movie.
Yeah,
Deathstroke and the whack fake Lex Luthor.
But the Joker looks amazing.
Amazing.
What's his name? Jared Leto or Leto? I never
know.
Leto. Yeah, he looks way different. So do we have to pretend that Joker in Suicide Squad doesn't exist if he's great in this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's the same.
Suicide Squad didn't happen.
Yeah. It's the same one. So it's the same continuity.
The same thing. It's just he's and plus I think the actor has more to prove now. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna do a great job now because now he's like, let me smack the producers and the directors of Suicide Squad that gave me less time.
Yeah. Well, supposedly there's a ton of stuff that's on the cutting room floor that was really, really good that we just didn't get to see. So that's a whole other conversation.
All right, guys. Moving forward, I want Finale to take the lead on this for obvious visual reasons of him having the Predator head directly on top of his dome right now. Predator reboot. They're rebooting Predator, and it's supposed to have a whole new plot. And Finale, I'm sure, knows about it. I'm sure Finale might have wrote the shit. Anyway, go ahead.
It's a secret. I'm actually in the suit.
Nice.
That's one of the helmets from the movie.
What do you think about?
Hold on, before you say anything, is that your bedroom behind the two doors? Because if it is, goddamn, any chick you bring back there, look at that, be like, hold on, what am I?
So what are we doing?
You're about to come into a new universe. Lou, we're going out of this world.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So Finale, take the lead. What do you think about them doing another Predator reboot? And what do you think about the plot? Speak about what you heard about the plot.
Yeah, I mean, could you get tired of Superman movies? I mean, I just want them to do it right. There's so much lore out there. I don't know how they keep messing it up. They have enough lore to go off of. So they're going to bring him back to the past, which I always wanted to see. I always wanted to see a Predator warring against Vikings or medieval times or whatever. But this one's going to be taking place with Native America before the settlers.
By the way, not to interrupt, the end of Predator 2 with Danny Glover, wasn't that the tease when the Predator threw him the gun from the old Western times or the old?
That was a pirate. That was a pirate. That was a pirate. That was an actual pirate that went missing in real history. But in the comic book, they took that real history of this pirate going missing and they intertwined it with the Predator universe, saying the Predator went back and helped him fight off other pirates. So he gave him that gun as like, an honor thing. So that was what that was with Danny Glover off canon, like off the TV screen. That Predator got that gun from an actual pirate that was a real pirate in, prehistory. So they're not going to that. That would have been a good movie. That's the movie right there. Show that Predator getting that gun. But they're going to do it Native American. There's going to be a Comanche female who's going to go against, women empowerment. So now it's going to be a female that's going against rituals who wants to become a warrior. And honestly, I don't know. I mean, the Predator has all these cannons and plasma cannons and nets. So what are they going to strip him? Are they going to make him cast out? He has to prove himself, go to the proving grounds and defeat these human warriors with nothing, craft his own tools from the trees. Because what is a bow and arrow going to do to a plasma cannon? They got to strip him for all his technology. So why is he being stripped for his technology? Are we getting a young blood or are we getting one that's getting casted out? Is he a bad blood? Yeah. I mean, I want to see it. I'm curious.
There's a lot of ways they could go with it. I'm hoping, like you, that they go on the right way because they've had so many duds, man. I'm like, the last one really was so disappointing. But the one thing that I will say Predator 2 did establish, like you're saying, was the fact that the Predators have been around so long. So this can obviously tie in with that whole idea. They've been here since the start of America, even before that. So you've got opportunities. I'm with you, though. It's on how they craft the story because it's like, I thought the same thing. It's like, okay, Native Americans, what are they going to do? Just use a buffalo to try to kill them up? I was like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's like, but
like, what are you dude,
Indians on, like on horses and shit. So versus this Predator.
Also taking it back to the essence of Predator, where the Predator is supposed to be hunting as a sport.
Yeah,
like the best hunter. I feel like they lost that in some of these recent.
Oh, you think? Yeah, the last ones are terrible, bro. the last one especially
make them bigger and stronger.
Yeah,
you're taking away the regular Predator. You have to make the regular Predator is supposed to be the scary one. They didn't take away aliens' essence. You got the queen and you got the aliens.
Yeah.
But now with this one, you got these super predators, and then you got this evolved Predator. Like,
annoying. It's annoying, bro.
So now the regular Predator is not nothing. It's like, man, I already seen him get waxed a few times in the movies. Why would I be scared of him?
Yeah, once again, it's going to be about the story. They can construct something because to your point, the Predator essence is all about finding worthy opponents. So if he, hunts down, say, a whole tribe of Indians and then slaughters them and then comes to this one chick who's just that badass that he's got to strip down and fight hand to hand, then maybe you got a story there. I don't know. Hopefully.
Yeah. I would go the route where he's a cast out. He has to prove himself if he wants to get back into his tribe. You know, he did something dishonorable, and now he gets stripped for all the stuff. He's thrown on the planet, and he has to figure out how to survive with nothing. He has to craft his tools from how we would. That's the only way I would go. Like, there's no reason for him to take his cannons and everything off if he has them. Like, you know, I would have him stripped. You know, he's stripped.
Well, except in the end, like you're saying, if the chick proves to be this worthy opponent, and then it's like, okay, we're kind of back to the Arnold Schwarzenegger version where, okay, you the man. So
but it was done already, so you don't want to do it again. You don't want part one all over again.
No,
at this point, I think I do.
I want it more than I want the last one. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. The last good one to me was Alien vs. Predator Requel. They kind of salvaged the AVP from that, because that AVP.
Let me step in right here. The last good one to me was Predator 2 with Danny Glover.
2 was great. I love it. Cool. The City Hunters, the City Tribes. I love it.
2 was cool. I still want to see a version. There's a version out there that's like the X-rated NC-17 version that they haven't like shown people. Hopkins, who directed it, says there's scenes out there, but they just never, you know, allowed him to do the director's cut or whatever.
Well, did you see the scene of the Predators dancing with Glover?
Yeah.
That's the best.
That's
the best.
Yeah. But there's a lot of deleted scenes from 2 that we just haven't seen, but I'd love to see. But anyway.
Guys, let's move forward. I'm gonna let Finale take the lead on this for another reason, because if you look directly below the Predator head above him and look directly to the right, the right, there's a Godzilla.
It's everywhere.
There's Godzilla.
It's all sides.
Godzilla versus Kong. There was a new trailer with some new footage. I'm gonna let Finale take the lead on that, and then anybody can chime in after this. This is not my world, so I'm gonna stay quiet.
Hey, Quasi, remember I said they're gonna do another trailer showing Godzilla getting upper hand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what are we?
Well, now
what
they
are we
got
talking
2.
about?
Now they got 2 technically.
What are we talking about, Sus? What part? What am I breaking down? What am I
break down to people what they missed in case they haven't seen it. Sell the trailer. So
okay, all right.
Say what you like and what you don't like. What you like and what you don't like on top of that.
Okay. You missed Kong being able to sign language. I disgustingly hate that. I got a question for you 3 humans on the other side of this phone.
Now,
can you sign?
I'm not about.
No. Can you sign with an ant? Would you even be paying attention to an ant to be able to sign language with it?
No, but you can sign language with a chimpanzee, and
how big is a chimpanzee to you? You know? That's why I said an ant.
I got you.
A human to Kong is like an ant to us. How do you sign language with an ant? I get a chimp if they're the same size, but
we're basing it on the fact that humans can interact with apes and stuff in the real world. So I get your point, though.
He's not an ape. He's not an ape just because he's ape-like, but he's so big. Like, she's this. How do you sign with that? You're not going to pay attention to an ant. Are you guys going to? That bothers me. Okay, like you're trying to sell this guy's like Caesar from Dawn of the Apes. Like, come on, like you know, this guy's gonna be MacGyver. He's gonna craft a Back to the Future DeLorean out of a building and some LED lights. That bothers me. But I like how they're playing on people's emotions towards apes because they can relate to them. That's why they show Kong getting his ass beat the fuck down, so people can feel emotionally drawn. Like, damn, is Kong really gonna lose? Because but yeah, they show Godzilla putting the works on him finally. Like,
pause right there. Everybody that's watching this, Finale is an ultimate Godzilla fan and not an ultimate Kong fan. So the happiness and joy that he celebrated in his episode when it showed Kong getting his ass whipped.
I guess Finale was one of those kids when he saw the original one when Godzilla got. Well, he lost, right? He lost the last one.
It was off screen unofficial. No, it's off screen unofficial. I just watched that movie the other day. Like,
and you were probably one of those kids like, damn, get out.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, I was always hoping there would be a part 2 where Godzilla whooped Kong's ass. I thought that ending is in the original is trash.
Finale. Listen, if I am right, don't be mad because I was one of those kids that cried when Optimus Prime died. So
oh no, I didn't cry, but I was like Godzilla's in the water, that's where he lives. Kong is going back to his island. Okay, how does that symbolize a winner? Godzilla's already home. Like, it was just off screen. You know, this one is not supposed to be like that. I think they showed us what happens in the trailer. And no, I've been watching trailer breakdowns, and not one person yet has even mentioned the evidence of King Ghidorah still being part of. Yes, we know that they're putting using his head to drive Mechagodzilla, but in the scene where Mechagodzilla blows up the mountain and shows up to probably try to finish off Godzilla and Kong because they're exhausted from their bout, there's yellow hue explosions going on. That's King Ghidorah's power, the yellow electricity, the gravity beams. We're probably going to get a bigger monster. I mean, we know that the Ghidorah can, you know, regrow stuff and stuff like that. We might get a Mecha King Ghidorah. We might get a Destroyer. There's supposed to be a tease of that. But I think they showed us Kong losing unofficially because he's not going to die. And the scene, do you remember when Alexander Skarsgård and that chick were standing in front of him and Kong was smoked on the ground like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably that's the day, because they fight throughout the night.
Yeah.
They're going to fight into the daytime.
A big 20-minute battle. That's really, 5 minutes.
But it's all 20 minutes, let me get that.
My bad. But 5 minutes uninterrupted, supposedly, where no cuts, it's just them fighting, which that I can't wait to see. Yeah. And they're supposed to have a definitive winner. It's not going to be 62 fall in the ocean bullshit.
Yeah, no. I think that's showing us Kong is down. Godzilla was going to finish him, or could have. And that's when Mechagodzilla comes through and makes quick work of Godzilla because he's tired. And then that's when Kong, you remember the girl said, be careful? She signed to him, be careful. That could be one or two things. Before he fights Godzilla the first time, or when he's going to get up to, you know, BVS Doomsday, help Godzilla defend, like kill Mechagodzilla.
One of the two. I'm with you. Yeah. It's one of the two.
But
I feel like they're going to be friends at the end.
No, they are. At
the end, they're going to have mutual respect for each other. Kind of like the BVS thing, right?
Yeah, so Kong is going to become King Kong. This is where he's going to get his king from. And he's going to be the protector and ruler of Hollow Earth, making sure those creatures don't make it to the top. And Godzilla will remain the protector of the Earth, the patroller of Earth.
The king of the monsters.
But the things they added in the trailer was Kong going underwater. They started putting together certain scenes from the other teasers. When Godzilla comes up and smacks the boat, the aircraft carrier, it actually topples over. And you can see Kong's like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's like almost like drowning. Yeah.
He's like, oh shit. He's trying to hold on.
He's in the water.
He's trying to hold on. Yeah. And then they show, we are probably going to try to distract Godzilla to help Kong get back on the boat. But they show you Kong jumping from boat to
from like ship to ship, which looks dope, that part. Dude, I'm like I said before when we broke down the trailer, take my money.
Would any of you guys want to be in the water with a crocodile?
Hell no.
Keep me
or any sort of water animal, like not a shark, none of that.
No.
So
I like that trailer a lot, man. I really enjoyed it because they needed to give Godzilla, they needed to show that because that's going to make people more emotional. Yeah. And feel bad for Kong. Even Godzilla fans, it's hilarious. I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, damn, I hope Kong don't go out like that. And I hate Kong, but I'm like, damn, hopefully he doesn't go out like a chump. Like, damn, but that's
I don't think he's gonna go out like a chump, but he's gonna get smacked around. He's gonna get smacked
they were mirroring each other. He's gonna get smacked Kong around. Growled in the water. Godzilla came out the water and growled. You know, Kong punched him. Godzilla slapped him. You know, they're mirroring each other's moves. Kong gets one, Godzilla gets one. Kong gets one, Godzilla gets one.
Yo, really quick, can I ask you something about the look of Godzilla? Are you like on board with me? Dude, he looks like a serious beast. Like, I love the way they make Godzilla look in this one. He just looks like a force to be reckoned with. He looks amazing.
They finally
as he should.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Kong looks beast too.
The CGI is incredible on this one.
He looks like something we've seen already. We already seen big apes. Yeah, like how much more can you do with an ape? Are you gonna grab, grow spikes and stuff? But no, Godzilla looks majestic. Like
Godzilla looks.
They took away his chunky stomach. They gave him more, his appendages. His, he's
beastie. He looks like he's about to just.
I gotta stop you guys here because fucking with Quasi and finale, they can talk about this.
Yeah. Keep it moving.
2 hours.
Keep it going.
They'll get to Kong's babies and.
That's the next movie.
So look, let's run through these next 4 topics because I think we covered the big stuff. Face Off, not a reboot, a sequel. The original Face Off in the 90s with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta was an amazing movie. I don't know if all you guys saw it, but that's an amazing John Travolta movie, an amazing Nicolas Cage.
Better get it right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I thought they were going to reboot it, but they're going to do a direct sequel, they said. I don't know if that means, I hope it means John Travolta is going to return. Nicolas Cage can't return because he died, right? So I don't understand how they're going to.
Yeah, that's the question. How's that working? How's that going to happen?
Well,
but
it's the same director as Godzilla vs. Kong, Adam Wingard.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? Because I have a couple of theories on how they can work the sequel.
No, I was just saying I don't know how they're going to make it a direct sequel.
Lou was about to say something.
No, I'm saying they probably bring back his son. Something's gonna come up.
Yeah, or they can do like a
remember John Travolta? I can't remember the characters' names.
Yeah, he adopted his son. He adopted
Nicolas Cage's son in the movie.
Yeah, I mean you got John Travolta's daughter and Nicolas Cage's son, but then you also got maybe Nicolas Cage. It affected him some way. So when he looks in the mirror, he still sees Nicolas Cage's character.
Maybe he can go nuts.
Hold on, guys. Sorry to interrupt. I got to start acting like my team doesn't write notes. John Travolta's character was Sean Archer, and Nicolas Cage's character was Castor Troy. So Sean Archer adopted Castor Troy's son at the end of the movie. Castor Troy died. His brother died. Everybody in his whole camp died. So I don't understand how they could even bring anybody there back except his son.
Right.
There you go.
Or John Travolta. His character is nuts because he had to play as Castor Troy.
I'm just hoping though, like it's not that whole Lethal Weapon vibe like we talked about before, where is John Travolta too old to now be playing this character convincingly?
They have the de-aging technology.
I know, but you can't de-age the whole movie, bro. It's just gonna look crazy.
Hold on, I saw.
Plus, he can't move like he did 25 years ago.
I saw John Travolta recently. Yes, he's not the same John Travolta, but he's not what Danny Glover is. Lethal Weapon should not be happening.
But more like Mel Gibson. Let's be honest. He's not moving. Mel Gibson ain't moving like he was moving in '89 or whatever.
Mel Gibson looks like what Pretty Lou looks like right now, like the same beard and everything.
Yeah, they go to the same barber.
Mel Gibson became Passion of Christ.
Yeah. They go to the same barber.
Oh man.
So would all of you like to, first of all of y'all saw the original Face Off?
Yeah, of course.
Would you guys?
The original is a classic.
Would you want to see a Face Off sequel? I vote yes.
I gotta go by the trailer.
Done right.
I wouldn't.
Done right. If the story's good, I'm in. I mean, the original is a classic because it's also a John Woo movie, so people that are hip to John Woo like know his style and everything.
I vote yes if it's done right, like Quasi said. I vote yes if it's done right.
I gotta see the trailer.
I think some things they need to just leave alone.
Yeah.
Some things just leave it alone.
Yeah, there's just some things you got. Yep, I agree with that. There's just some things you just gotta leave it alone.
The story's good though, fellas. If the story's good,
but hold on. Can I say something? We all would have said this with the Karate Kid in the 80s, especially after they did that whack ass Karate Kid, the next Karate Kid, right?
Well, because they had 4 chances, dog. They had 3 after
just left alone.
They didn't have more than 1 after Face Off. He had 3 movies after Karate Kid.
Cobra Kai turned out to be amazing, right? So if
you had to go,
but that's not Karate Kid. That's not Karate Kid. That's a different character.
Yeah, it's not Karate Kid.
It's not Karate Kid. Some things you should just leave alone, man. I know we want to see it again. You know, we thought it was great. It can be done better with the technology. Then fine, do the same movie. It's just a remake. Then, like, remake it with today's technology.
I like the sequels better than the remakes. Like when they redid Total Recall, some of these remakes are trash, bro.
Yeah, it depends on how they do it.
Well, that's not what I mean by remake a new movie. I mean, make the same movie with today's technology. If you want to remake it, don't.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. To me, you always have the original, no matter what. That's always going to exist. So whether they do a reboot or a new one, you always have the old one to refer to.
How many? I think we need to figure out how to become writers for Hollywood. They're running out of ideas.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
How many remakes are really good though? I'm the only one who thought Friday the 13th from whatever year, 2009, 2008 was.
That was pretty good.
2007.
That was good.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake was decent.
That was good.
Freddy sucked.
Freddy was terrible.
I don't know what y'all thought about RoboCop. You know what I'm saying?
RoboCop wasn't as good as the original. Yeah.
There's
not even the suit.
Yeah, well, RoboCop, that's a whole other conversation because they commercialized it wasn't even rated R. It's a whole different.
Thus, do you think they should redo Jaws, remake Jaws?
Hell no.
No, there's things you leave alone.
That was done for the time. And by the way, they have redone Jaws. They just didn't call it Jaws.
No, they redid Shark
Movies. Stupid Shark movies are Jaws.
Once again, though, Jaws, they killed the franchise because they did 4 movies. It's like only 1.5 are good. It's like
okay. I got a question.
All 1 and 2 was great.
Let's not go too far off the topics. But what were you gonna say, Finale?
I was gonna say, what about ET?
Nah, you can't touch ET.
That's what I'm saying. Leave certain movies alone. You don't need to. It was successful. Leave it alone.
Dude, you could redo E.T. I'm going to tell you another one. You could redo the original Gremlins, which is a classic.
They're already talking about doing that.
Yeah, but if you do that one right, could be dope.
Yeah.
Let's say we should do an episode on remakes and reboots. We'll do that on another episode.
Yeah.
This should only be 5 seconds, all right? And I hope you guys just agree with me. Paranormal Activity reboot. Can we all agree on we don't need it?
Not a fan of it.
That's your world, sus.
Yeah, never watched one of them all the way through.
All right. I like the first one. After that, it should never have existed. I understand it's a money-making franchise, but I don't think we need a reboot of this shit. That's just my opinion. We can move forward from Paranormal Activity. That's all I want to give, the energy I want to give it. Let Quasi take the lead on this one because I don't know much about it.
I got you, Quasi.
The Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Honestly, with the Spider-Verse, like this one, maybe you guys want to take lead more on this because the first Spider-Verse, I loved it. The Spider-Verse 2, I don't really honestly know too much about like the sequel, what they've got planned.
Well, they said the villain's supposed to be, which I'm unfamiliar with. I don't know if you guys are familiar being comic book heads. It's supposed to be Spot. The villain's supposed to be Spot.
Yeah, he opens up. He's almost. It kind of reminds me of DC's Polka Dot Man.
Well, it is a cartoon, right? So
what'd you say, Lou?
That's Polka Dot Man from Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Right. I think he's in Suicide Squad too, or whatever they're calling it.
He's in the new.
That's right. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, Polka Dot Man.
I forgot all about him.
But this one, he basically remember those little black discs from like the Looney Tunes? I think it's Looney Tunes, and they open up portals.
Oh yeah.
Remember how the Roadrunner and Coyote always? Yeah. So they need a way to make because they're gonna blend in all of the Spider-Mans. That's the rumor. All of them. The Tom Holland.
Well, no, that's not Spider-Verse. That's
no. Yes. This is the cartoon version.
No, yes, yes. Tom Holland was supposed to be in it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3 is.
Hold on. Spider-Man 3 is supposed to be the mixing all of.
Yes, no. The Into the Spider-Verse, even the first one, Tom Holland's character was supposed to be walking by in the park and say they cut it. He's in that. Okay. He's in it. His character. They even got a rendering of his cartoon animated character. They're all supposed to be in it. That's the point of the Spider-Verse is blending everything, even reality with the animation.
Oh, well, that would be dope then.
Because Tom Holland is supposed to be Venom.
Okay, now I'm like,
yeah. Well, I know like Spider-Man 3 is supposed to be definitely.
To be Venom.
I know about the Spider-Man movie 3 itself, but I don't know about the
cartoon version.
Yeah, the cartoon version is supposed to have Tom Holland as Venom.
Cartoon version, Miles Morales, whatever.
Yeah, it's his character.
And Miles Morales is might be crossing over to Tom Holland Spider-Man 3.
Are we excited for Spider-Verse 2?
I am. I mean, the first one's really good. Have you guys seen the Into the Spider-Verse?
No, it was actually.
I did.
It's worth the watch.
No, it was entertaining, but I'm not excited.
I'm not a big cartoon fan like that, but it's worth the watch. It's really good, actually. The story is
a good movie, but I'm excited for Spider-Man 3.
That's the one I'm more excited for too. Yeah.
The cartoon is good, but I'm not like, oh my God.
I'm live action kid too. Yeah, I'm all about Spider-Man 3 because I've loved the Tom Holland ones. I think they're dope. So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the Spider-Verse. The first one, like if you don't do the homework, you miss it.
Yeah.
All right, last topic, and I'm gonna stay out this one again because I know nothing of it. I still haven't got a chance to watch it. I don't know who wants to take the lead.
Crazy.
I know
WandaVision. Oh
WandaVision
my God.
episode.
Guys, if you are not watching WandaVision, get on board.
Hold on. Episode 6. Somebody give us a recap if you've watched it.
Haven't watched.
Let's go, Quasi. I'll piggyback off.
Okay, episode 6 basically picks right up where episode 5 left off.
Spoilers.
Spoilers straight up. Wanda's brother comes back, but it is the Quicksilver from the X-Men franchise, not the Quicksilver from the MCU. So that was the big flip at the end of episode 5. So you're basically continuing where you left off. This one, though, I'll tell people right away, the action pace gets slowed down a little bit. So you've got Vision really trying to understand what's going on, and he knows something's not right. He tries to get out of Wanda's whole bubble, her whole reality thing. And while he's doing that, he gets alerted by, or I should say, Wanda gets alerted by the kids that, hey, something's up with Dad, because as he's trying to go through the universe, he's getting all jacked up and torn up. So Wanda goes ahead and expands her world and pushes out more, and you see that basically everything that's in this like alternate reality that she's created, they automatically become like her puppets, like their cartoon characters are in her world. So as the world expands out there, the part of the military or SWORD is the organization that's out there trying to get, get to Wanda. The bubble or the field gets pushed forward, and some of the people get trapped into the bubble at the same time. So basically, that's the quick ass recap. Some other little things happen, but that's the majority of what happens.
Oh, do they?
So, yeah.
Do you have a theory of why that is the Quicksilver?
Well, no, we talked about this last episode. Basically, the whole idea was because it's taken from the House of M, and the MCU is doing their version of that. And this was the whole idea. The big idea is to introduce mutants into the MCU, which they just did in episode 5 by bringing in Quicksilver.
I'm laughing.
No, but why did he show up that version?
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because every time you guys start talking about WandaVision, me and Lou are just Zoom looking at each other like.
I'll tell you guys, you're thinking it's trash because you've only seen one episode and you're like, I don't get the sitcom. I get that part. Like I told you guys before, those first 3 episodes, a little slow burn because you got to get into her world. This is her reality, how she deals with Vision after Vision died in Endgame. Yeah. So she constructs this world, but the reality, and to go back to your question, I think they introduced, the Quicksilver from the X-Men, from Bryan Singer's original X-Men, because that's how they're tapping into that whole idea.
You think it's that simple?
Have existed.
Just that simple? Do you think it's that black and white?
I mean, I don't think it's like a super simple. There's going to be a twist to that too, but this is part of it. They're definitely.
Well, I didn't hear anybody talk about it. So that's why I want to say it since you brought up.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Remember, each episode was a different sitcom.
Yep.
Right. Yep. So that one, when he first showed up, was what? That wasn't Malcolm in the Middle list. That was
they did the Brady Bunch, and then they did the 80s, right? The 80s when he showed up.
So that Quicksilver was from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he shows up in that form, because that's the Quicksilver from the 80s. The MCU Quicksilver doesn't exist yet. He dies in the 2000s.
Right.
So he's gonna, anything that shows up in her realm, in her hex, shows up in that era. That's why they were able to send in a Tony Stark's 80s drone. I'm not Tony Stark, but a Stark Company 80s drone. It was untouched because it matched the times. So
but even though girl was like, what, they recast Quicksilver, so it's kind of like it's I think it's an homage to both. Like they're gonna touch on both.
Quicksilver might be Mephisto.
You think they're gonna go? They could go that deep.
I think we're just going a little too far right now.
No. There's validity to that also, and I know that people have talked about that as well. But I honestly, the big theme of this, the big payoff is going to be the introduction of mutants into the MCU.
Yeah, but Mephisto is using her sons to be able to gain his power to come. Look what does Quicksilver say? Quicksilver says, I'm here to disturb this and disturb that. He was egging Wanda on in the 6th episode to keep her reality going. This is better. Everybody has better haircuts. Everybody's happy. Everybody has jobs. Yep. This Quicksilver wants her to keep this realm going. So it's not just a Quicksilver.
Hey, I'm with you that there's obviously going to be twists, and they've already said that, and there's some spoilers out there too for like the possible twist. Yeah. All I'm saying is like every week I'm trying to convince these guys they need to get on board because they keep thinking it's just a trash show and it's not.
The first 3 episodes, I was like, what the hell am I watching?
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Lou,
well, not tonight. Well, not tonight. But I'll watch it.
Lou,
you said that last week.
We said this last week. Me and Lou said this last week. We got to binge watch it. Anyway, let's stop it right here, bro. This has been another episode 6. Episode 6, feature presentation where movies and music meet. I'm hoping there's going to be a few amazing topics coming up next week. We'll see. But my brother Finale, Quasi, Pretty Lou, I'm DJ Sus1. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're building this from scratch. So anybody that shares our love for movies and TV shows, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, keep the notifications going and flowing. And we'll see you guys on episode 7.
Share the vid.
By the way, everybody's Instagram pages are here.
Yes. Oh, and quick plug, man. Championship Series. My IG Live, Def Jam. Turn the tables. Make sure you tune in for that.
All right.
So where the IGs at?
Obviously it's gonna come up in the edit, genius.
It's the magic of the moment.
It's gonna come up in the edit.
He's like, they're here. I'm
it's like Godzilla's breath, dude. It's post-production, bro.
Finale, this is his second episode here. He's new here. In the edit. You're just giving
post-production
my guy Angelo
like the
more
atomic breath.
That was the
Here's
best
the Instagram pages.
I'm like, what?
Yo, that's the best way to end it.
It's over right now. It's over. I'm pressing stop.
See you guys
See you guys next week.